Hey there, Virgo. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and do a general reading for you, and this is for the month of March 2024. If you're new here and you like the way I read, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you like, and if anybody's seeking a personal reading, you can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. So to start out your energy for this reading, Virgo, you have your overall energy as the King of Swords, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm sorry, Libra, Gemini, Aquarian energy. Doesn't have to be any of those signs. So if we're embodying this energy, this is one about shrewd decision making. It's very practical thinking. It's very logical thinking. Very much about getting things in order so they are streamlined and without hiccup. It can be also where we're kind of like a little bit more detached than being, I guess, subject to our emotions and situations. And so sometimes that can help when we're needing to communicate things. And in this reading, I feel like some of you may be needing to have pretty considerable sit-down talks to kind of move things in different ways here. For your oracle energy, you have the observer. This is often about looking at situations and just observing them, not interjecting, just kind of like taking a pulse on everything at hand, looking at the writing on the wall, I want to say, almost in this situation. And really seeing how it affects you and what your energy put into something has affected the situation, okay? And some of you may be needing to create a little bit of distance between certain things at this time, just so you can view how things are moving along. In regard to your approach, your action for this month, you have the Empress energy. This is very beautiful. It's Taurus energy, it's Libran energy, it is the energy of Venus. And this can be very much about love. It can be about the people in our lives, our community, but it can also talk about like how we make money, like how we create our abundance, and in general, the Empress is a very nurturing energy. So in this month here, Virgo, it's almost as if we need to be mindful of how we go about stabilizing our, I want to say our abundance, our finance, the things that help steady us and kind of ground us down into our reality here. I feel for some of you, this is going to be talking about like your job situations. I feel some of you here, especially with the King of Pentacles as your communication energy, I feel like some of you may be dealing with situations where we're going to have frank conversations when it comes to people that we care about. Some of you may be in situations that there's something that you've liked about it, but maybe it's not something that really secures your future, right? Maybe it's a cool job in the moment, but it's not something that is really going to pay the bills long term, And here we're having to take care of ourselves in more of a mindset of how do I actually like move ahead in this world and be effective financially. With the King of Pentacles here, this may be communicating to a boss, but I feel here, I don't think this is like harsh communication. I feel like there's some sort of element of camaraderie or like some sort of needing to communicate something in a very intelligent way, but also I appreciate you, thank you for this experience and opportunity, but I have to go to do this new thing now, or I've got to try my luck in this direction. It's not about like creating enemies or leaving a place with a sour energy. It's more so like, thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate this, and I'm going to be moving on. And I would love to keep in contact with you, should that be, if that is something that you want or not. Either way, though, the direction that you're going is something that is a little bit more stable for you, Virgo. It feels that it's something that can offer you, I guess I'm going to say that your scrutiny pays off, is what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say with that. When it comes to your health here, Virgo, you have the Hierophant here, more Taurus energy. Either way, though, this can talk about kind of like involving yourself in situations or health regimes that is very common, very tried and true, very traditional approach to health. It can talk about you, if you're needing to be seen by a doctor, be seen by a specialist, go ahead and do that. Some of you with the King of Swords, this may also be an acupuncturist that you may want to connect with. This can also talk about a mental health therapist. King of Swords, the Hierophant, mental health energy, also legal energy as well. But here I'm feeling more like surgical, mental health. You know, if you need to figure out something with a therapist, this is asking us to go the route of the tried and true. This is asking us to perhaps keep alternative options on the back burner for now until you can get like an actual diagnosis for something. You know, this is about being very, very careful with our time. I want to say some of you, this is about time and really allocating it to the right direction, the right person, the right specialist before we waste any time or waste any more time. I know that's not going to be like a crucial point for everybody, but for some of you, if it's been like lingering, it's time to look at the issue, especially like if things are, what do I want to say that? If things are, I'm not going to say that though. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to like withhold information. I just know that there are certain things that are triggery words here. And what I'm going to say is that it's important for some of you to go ahead and get a health check or scans, or if we've had any type of regrowth of anything, maybe we need to check it out, okay? When it comes to your financial energy, you have the Three of Swords. Now, a lot of this is kind of talking about what I was just explaining here when it comes to communication, possibly with a boss, possibly with taking something in your own direction here, okay? The Three of Swords is an energy of, it's sad, it's a parting of ways. Here we have like three cake cutters in this heart cake. Oftentimes this can talk about, you know, three swords in the heart. It's, you know, painful, but here it's almost as if like we're having a goodbye party or something, or we're having like a like, you know, good luck, farewell, we love you kind of thing. It's like a bittersweet celebration kind of energy, and I think that that is something that possibly could be for you as you move on here. I don't feel you have a lot of enemies here, Virgo. I feel you more have like people that care about you and want the best for you and are supportive of you taking that direction in your own hands here. Either way, though, when it comes to finances, this could be a little bit of a loss if you are not dealing with leaving a job. Some of you, this may just be a situation where perhaps, I don't want to say that. Hang on. Some of you in jobs, this may be a situation where you're looking at like how you are either being your role in the position or how you're being treated in something. And I feel here that there's an element of needing to be like less scrutinized. I feel like perhaps somebody's been watching you too harshly, or they're kind of like trying to apply their limitation restriction on you, and it's been problematic to you, and it's becoming a problem for you in your work situation. It's not helping a situation. It's creating a divide. Okay, that's for some of you. When we get to our love and our romance energies, it could also just be family love, friendship, you know, whatever it is. We have the Temperance card. This is about blending, balancing, incorporating, creating something out of two forces that are not initially together, but now they are communicating, now they are connecting here. You may be connecting with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. But here, this is more of we're observing a situation in the mindset of healing here, of nurturing something into a better place. And I feel that there's an element of needing to get out of our head and more so in our heart to have a better and more harmonious connection with a person. Or if you're in a relationship already, this can talk about like needing to balance out the warmth within you, within your bond, you know? I feel here also too, for some of you, you may be having conversations with people where it's like, I need you to be a little bit more on board with like the practicality of things rather than the fun time of things. So being a little bit, you know, not a nag, but like, I could use more help here. This could be better if we both did this, you know. I feel like things are falling on me a little bit too much. It's kind of like figuring out that blend so things can be a bit more harmonious with two people. Also, too, I do want to say for some of you may need to have a little bit more excitement in the bedroom. Some of you may need to try different things. Because I feel also for some of you, there may be kind of like a stale energy, or maybe it's just very traditional, traditional rhythm type of connection, and we need to spruce it up, goose it up, you know, whatever it may be. But it feels like for some of you in long-term connections or connections in general, there's something here where we need to infuse it with a little bit more excitement, a little bit more fun and flirtation. So it's all about like the teamwork and the connection here between the two of you, or between any of you and the connections in your life right now. And also too, with love energies, observe how somebody is and how they go about their lovemaking with you. You know, it's like, is it just a constant, like, the same thing over and over again? Like, I don't know. Sometimes people need to be shifted a little bit in that regard. And if we're having any type of like difficulty with somebody, how do you say? If they're not wanting to budge on that, it's important that you communicate how that might not be a positive effect on you, how it might not leave a positive effect on you, Virgo. Some of you, this is going to be a situation where it's like somebody may be entirely stable and committed to you, but the sex is boring. That's kind of what it feels like. So, you know, try to goose it up, jazz it up, whatever. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you choose. And if you're seeking a personal reading, contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. Take care, guys. Bye.